Hey guys! A new Miss Universe Philippines 2021 has been crowned. And let me tell you, she did not even make my list of favorites. So her win was one of the biggest surprises for me as a pageant fan. But before I continue, if you're new to this channel, welcome! And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button and the bell icon below to receive instant notification for the next video. The winner, Beatrice Luigi Gomez, 26, represented Cebu City. She makes history as the Philippines' first ever openly member of the LGBTQIA+ community to win a major pageant crown. She also shocked everybody because she beat the two biggest frontrunners, Katrina Di Maranan, who placed second, and Steffi Abirasturi, who had to settle for the second runner-up position. Beatrice's win is not only a victory for her community, but also a victory for women with visible tattoos. The competition took place at Henan Resort, Alona Beach in Panglao, Bohol on September 30th. The show was live streamed starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Manila time via ktx.ph, a digital events portal where viewers had to purchase an e-ticket to watch the show, which was shown during a delayed broadcast on ABS-CBN network. Originally, only 30 contestants were supposed to compete, but two of them withdrew because one had contracted dengue fever and the second one contracted the coronavirus. The remaining 28 contestants had to fly from Clark, Pampanga, where the preliminaries were held 4 days earlier, all the way to the official venue of the finals, the island of Bohol, which is famous for its chocolate hills and tarsiers. This year, the pageant organizers amplified the theme of inspiration by giving out two additional titles, Miss Universe Philippines Charity and Miss Universe Philippines Tourism. The winner of the first title does not get to compete internationally, whereas the winner of the second title will get to compete if and only if the Miss Universe Philippines winner is unable to compete in Miss Universe for whatever reason. The show was hosted by Casey Montero for the second consecutive year, while the outgoing 2020 runners-up took turns doing the backstage commentating. Although I didn't care much for Casey Montero's initial hosting job last year, which I thought was lackluster, he actually seemed energetic and more engaging this time, while being aware of the social distancing regulations on stage. The show began with an opening number featuring the contestants wearing identical pink dresses, sashaying and moving to an upbeat tune entitled "We Were Born to Win," performed by an all-girl group. Near the end of the number, outgoing queen Rabia Mateo joined the contestants to show off her dancing skills. This year, the pageant introduced a new theme, Inspire You. The opening number was followed by the contestants introducing themselves wearing dresses by Shein, one of the major sponsors. But instead of actually coming up to the microphone to introduce themselves, a pre-recorded voiceover could be heard in the background. After this segment, the camera zooms backstage where 2020 second runner-up Michelle Gumabao and third runner-up Pauline Analinks interview the contestants from Masbate, Taguig, and Pangasinan. All three happened to be frontrunners for the crown. The first set of special awards was then announced by Casey Montero. These awards were handed out by the sponsors. This was followed by a video featuring selected contestants promoting the Lazada app. When the time came to announce the top 16, 3 girls on my official list of top 16 favorites did not make the cut, so I thought I did quite well. I got 13 out of 16. Yvonne Ortega was on my list, but she withdrew after testing COVID positive. I also had Grace Vendiola and Simone Bornilla, both of whom impressed me during the preliminaries. Beatrice Luigi Gomez, Isabella Jasmine Umali, and Jane Nicole Minado were completely off my radar. This goes to show you that beauty is totally subjective. Following the announcement of the top 16 was a video featuring the charity work spearheaded by Front Row, a health, beauty, and wellness company. This segment was followed by the introduction of the judges, which included world-renowned cosmetic surgeon Dr. Vicky Bello and Sam Versosa, the co-owner of Front Row. Compared to last year with 7 judges, this year had only 5 judges. This segment was then followed by the introduction of the board of directors of the Miss Universe Philippines organization and a video featuring selected candidates sharing their journey to the Miss Universe Philippines pageant. This segment was followed by the 16 semifinalists competing in orange swimsuit designed by Albert Andrada and wearing shoes provided by Jojo Bargais. Singer Sam Concepcion accompanied the girls on stage by singing a catchy tune in Filipino called Magandang Diwata Ko, or My Beautiful Muse. In this competition, the standouts for me were Christelle Abello, Isabella Jasmine O'Malley, Katrina de Maranan, and Beatrice Luigi Gomez. Just before the evening gown competition, a video was shown of the candidates acknowledging their respective gown designers. Then singer Michael Pangilinan enters the stage and serenades the 16 semifinalists, all looking radiant and beautiful in their gown of choice. In this segment, the standouts for me were Kirsten Delavine, Victoria Velasquez Vincent, Katrina de Maranan, Steffi Abirasturi, and Beatrice Luigi Gomez. Following the evening gown segment, a second set of special awards were distributed. Beatrice Luigi Gomez won 4 sponsor awards, including the Best in Swimsuit and Best in Evening Gown. Meanwhile, Kirsten Delavine bagged the Miss Photogenic and Miss Universe Philippines Lazada Awards. When it was time for Casey to announce the top 10, it came down to these 10 candidates. Even though the top 10 list looks quite remarkable, I would have wanted to have seen Christelle Abello making the list, since this is her second time competing, and I was hoping for her to surpass her top 16 placement in 2020. But I guess it was not meant to be. A long promotional video on Bohol culture followed the top 10 announcement. I thought the video was well done, considering that the province had been announced as the venue only a few days ago. When the moment to announce the top 5 has arrived, the lucky girls who made the cut were Cebu Province, Pangasinan, Cavite, Cebu City, and Taguig. I can't say I'm totally happy with the choices, even though each contestant deserved to be in the top 5. Although I was really hoping that Kirsten Delavine would make the cut, but I guess the judges thought that the Philippines is not yet ready to send a girl with short stature despite having a sweet disposition and a huge social media following. During the Q&A round, each finalist had to pick a number which corresponded to a specific question, and each of them was given 30 seconds to respond. Steffi Abirasturi was the first one to be called. The question was, how will you empower young women and help them become more socially aware? Sadly, she did not answer the question because she didn't listen to it carefully. She confused social awareness with social media. While the judges deliberated on the final results, singer Michael Pangilinan returns to the stage to entertain the viewers. When it was time for Casey Montero to announce the official results, they came out in this order. Second runner-up, Steffi Abirasturi. Frankly, I was a little shocked because I had expected her to get one of the titles. First runner-up, Maureen Roblowitz. Miss Universe Philippines Charity 2021, Victoria Velasquez Vincent. Miss Universe Philippines Tourism 2021, Katrina de Maranan. And Miss Universe Philippines 2021, Beatrice Luigi Gomez. I cannot say that I'm absolutely content with the results because my heart and mind was set on Katrina Di Maranan winning the Miss Universe Philippines title. But I think this time the judges gave more weight on the quality of the response of each finalist instead of the overall performance. Her answer happens to be the second best. I feel bad for Steffi because she had her hopes pinned in winning the top prize. I hope she considers competing someday in Binibining Pilipinas, where she could win one of the multiple titles. As for Beatrice, she blew the competition away with her fierce catwalk, great stage projection, and of course, an outstanding answer that seemed honest and genuine. Miss Universe 2021 is just 2 months away, and I would like to see Beatrice cultivate her warm factor because sometimes she looks serious on stage. I would also like to see more of her personality in her smile and brush up current world events and form her own opinion. There were a couple of glitches on the show worth mentioning, like the microphone not working during the Q&A segment, and this problem took some time to be resolved. The other one consisted of Rabia Mateo slipping and falling on her knees as she was exiting the stage after her initial introduction. Overall, I found the show much better than last year's. The stage setup and decoration remind me of the stage setup and decoration from the USA 2020 show. The generous use of LED lights added to the glitz and glamour of the show. And it was nice to see real people in the audience, which gave some sense of normalcy. Finally, hats off to the Miss Universe Philippines organization for conducting a decent show despite the COVID restrictions. And there you have it, my brief review and recap of the Miss Universe Philippines 2021 competition. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, or subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Until the next time, bye.